Dreame D10 Plus versus L10s Ultra. Straight up, one of these is built for hands-free living. The other is built to keep your wallet happy. And the gap between them is bigger than the spec sheet suggests. The real divider here is the dock. How much cleaning are you willing to still do yourself after the robot finishes? If you've got pets, hard floors, and zero patience for maintenance, one of these fits. If you mostly want a solid vacuum that empties itself and calls it a day, the other makes more sense. Both linked below. So how do these actually clean? Start with the job most of you are buying this for. The D10 Plus pushes 6,000 pascals. The L10s Ultra sits at 5,300. On paper, the cheaper one looks stronger, and on hard floors, that mostly holds up. Pet hair, kibble crumbs, dust along the baseboards, both pull it in without drama. Where things shift is on rugs and carpet. The L10s has automatic carpet detection and a suction boost that kicks in the moment it crosses over. Plus, it lifts the mop pad so you don't drag wet fabric across your living room rug. The D10 doesn't do that lift, which is why a lot of owners just keep it on hard floors and call it good.
There's one review that stuck with me on the D10. Someone with 2 dogs said the vacuum side is genuinely strong, but the roller catches hair on the sides and you'll be pulling tangles off it more often than you'd like. That tracks with what shows up across the board. Both handle daily shedding fine. Neither is a deep carpet miracle work. But if your home is mostly hard floor with a couple of rugs, the L10s handles the transition smarter.
Now, mopping. This is where the two products stop pretending to be in the same league. The D10 has a flat pad that drags behind it with a little water tank on top. Owners describe it pretty consistently as a damp wipe, not a mop. Dried juice, paw prints, sticky spots, it'll smear more than lift them. Fine for maintenance, useless for actual cleaning.
The L10s runs dual rotary pads, spinning at 180 RPM with downward pressure. That's real scrubbing. There's a long-term review from someone who's had it almost 2 years, and they describe walking across the kitchen and the floors just feel clean. Not wet, not streaky, clean. If mopping is part of why you're even looking at a robot, the D10 is honestly out of the conversation.
Which brings us to the dock, and this is the real story. The D10 Plus self-empties into a 4-liter bag, and that's it. You still refill the water tank by hand, you still rinse the mop pad in your sink, you still hang it to dry so it doesn't start smelling. The L10s Ultra does almost all of that for you. It washes the mop pads at the base, dries them with hot air so they don't go funky, refills the robot's water tank from a clean reservoir, drains the dirty water into a separate tank, and dispenses cleaning solution automatically. You're emptying tanks maybe twice a week and changing the dust bag every couple of months.
If you're the kind of person who hates touching the robot between cleans, this is the entire reason the L10s exists. The D10 still asks for hands. Not many, but some.
On navigation, both use LiDAR mapping, and both build accurate floor plans fast. The L10s adds an RGB camera and 3D structured light for obstacle avoidance, and you can tell. It dodges cords, shoes, pet bowls. The D10 is more of a bump and redirect operation. Owners with cluttered homes mention it rolling over small objects or getting hung up on socks and charging cables. If you tidy before cleaning, both are fine. If you want to schedule it and walk away, the L10s gives you more breathing room.
Quick word on the apps. Both run on Dreame Home. Both let you draw no-go zones, split rooms, schedule routines. The L10s has more layers because there's more to control, and the learning curve frustrates people in week 1. The D10 is simpler because it does less. Neither is winning design awards, but they get the job done once you poke around. Price and value both land in a similar range right now, which is honestly the wild part of this comparison. The L10s Ultra started life as a premium flagship and has come down significantly, while the D10 Plus Gen 2 sits at its normal sale spot. The D10 tends to see deeper discounts during big sale events. The L10s holds its price more steadily, but occasionally drops with manufacturer promotions. What you're paying for with the L10s isn't more suction. It's the dock doing the work you'd otherwise be doing yourself. With the D10, you're paying for solid vacuuming and a self-empty base. Full stop.
Here's the call. The L10s Ultra. For most of you watching, the dock is the whole reason to buy a robot like this, and the L10s actually delivers hands-free. The D10 still asks you to rinse pads and refill tanks, and at a similar price right now, that's hard to justify. If your priority is real mopping on hard floors with pets in the house, no fluff, the L10s Ultra. If you've got mostly carpet and just want a vacuum that empties itself, the D10 Plus does that job fine and nothing more. The D10 tends to drop harder during big sale events, so if budget is tight, wait for one. And you? Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Both linked below.